What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? It is February the 26th, 2010. Just wanted to post a little video to talk to you guys a little bit tonight. Got a lot of different stuff I want to cover. Um, Wanted to talk. I'll start off by talking about Francis and some of the latest videos I've done lately. I get a lot of long-time subscribers and long-time viewers who are curious why I'm doing the character so much lately. And the reason is probably kind of obvious. Because he's popular, people like to watch me do different characters and different voices, and I like the fact that people enjoy the videos. But more than anything, like I've said in videos before, what I really enjoy is sitting down and talking to you guys like this, and having you watch the videos, respond, and just talk about what's going on in my life, what's going on in the world. And so I've decided that I'm going to try to make a little pact with myself. At least once a week, I'm going to try to do a rambling vid, which is what I call my little vlogs. I just sit down and talk with you guys. And they may be 2 or 3 minutes, they may be 5 or 10 minutes, depending on the day. But I plan to try and discuss things with you and have some fun, just like we always have. And at least once a week, I'd like to do a sketch, whether it be one of the characters or whatever, talking about something topical. One of my little how-to videos, or take the camera out of the field, just film myself and my friends, post pictures of my dog, something that's a little different than just this. So every week that you log in, barring some unusual circumstance, you can probably count on those 2 different things being available. And then if you only like one of those types of vids, well then, fortunately, you'll have at least one of those videos per week to look forward to. And if you only like the rambling vids, you'll always have that to look forward to as well. And that doesn't mean I'm not going to do other videos during the week. I may do one every day. Sometimes. You just have to get used to it. Something else I wanted to cover. Look at what I got by Federal Express today. Got me some candy. That's not product placement or anything. So don't think I'm like cheating or anything. But my good friend Des decided to send me some chocolates. Some of them were phenomenal. I had to promise her I would eat them very sparingly, I think, because I think too much chocolate will kill me. But that has brought up something that a lot of people have asked about lately. Boogie, do you have a mailbox that we can send stuff to? Boogie, do you have a P.O. box somewhere? And I hadn't really thought about that. I don't really necessarily want to post my actual address in the world, but I wouldn't mind posting a P.O. box so that people could send me letters and send me whatever gifts, assorted things. Something that maybe I can show off in one of my rambling videos. I never really thought that this would get to a point that a lot of people would want to send me things or send me gifts or that kind of thing. So if that's something you think you might actually be interested in, why don't you say it below? And, of course, P.O. boxes cost a little bit of money or whatever, but why not? It'll be fun for you. It'll be fun for us. It should just give us something interesting and fun to talk about. Let's see. What else? I wanted to talk about that last video a little bit. A lot of people noticed that I tried to give a nod to some of my favorite Rage videos. Of course, the whole thing was inspired in part by Norm's Barstool, his Don't Call Me Fat video. I tried using 2 or 3 of his catchphrases in the video so that it was kind of obvious. I use a lot of Ray J's catchphrases because I know a lot of the audiences that like Francis really like Ray J. So I thought it'd be cool if I see those comments all the time. I am one of those YouTubers who obsessively reads every comment, that obsessively tries to get through all the email and all the IMs and all the contact. And if it takes 24 hours a day to do it, that's something I probably will always want to do, always try to do. I probably won't always be able to succeed because the volume has been incredible. I think right now I have 580 Facebook requests, like 300 some emails I haven't been able to read. On YouTube right now, I've got 600 messages, comments galore that get missed. But I do want you to know that I am listening, and when you post comments and when you send me messages, they do register, and I do everything I can to try and see what you guys are enjoying and what you're not enjoying, what you're thinking and what you're not thinking. Um, and try to stay in contact with you as best I can. It's hard because I certainly can't type out a response message to every email, probably even 1 in 100 at this point, but I am reading them. Know that. And they mean the world, the fact that you'll take a few seconds or a few minutes out of your day to sit down and send a message or leave a comment or rate a video. It really does. The fact that I'm affecting your lives at all, hopefully in positive ways, is a wonderful thing. It's a beautiful thing. And it's magic. And it does me a world of good. And one of the things that I've seen time and time again in my comments lately, of course there's the raw hatred. It's out there. And of course people do that. I mean, they yell this, they yell that. You're fat, you're stupid, you're gay, you're ignorant, you're not funny, you're going to die, you're worthless, you deserve to die, you piece of shit, stupid American, fat American, ugly American. Of course I see it, I read it. It's been a long, long time since those things really have affected me. But I tell you what has affected me lately. This is probably going to be a little dark and a little sad. So if you don't want to hear that, you don't have to watch from here on out. But well, please lose the weight because we want you to live longer. Well, do more exercise. Do more. Try to live longer. Try to be here. You're entertaining. You're funny. You know, you've got a future. Now I read those comments and I think, man, what am I doing? You know, I read those comments while eating dinner, knowing I'm eating the wrong foods and the wrong things. So about a week ago, I started really pressing getting some exercise, getting on my feet, cleaning up the house a little more, working with my weights, my resistance bands. I plugged back in Rock Band and started drumming again. And know that the message is coming in loud and clear. You guys care. Some of you do. Not all of you, but most of you do, I think. And it's really making me start to care a lot more. Not that I don't love myself, not that I don't like myself, but it's always been a struggle. But your encouragement, your kindness, your love, it's really encouraging me to fight a little harder and do a little more, get a little stronger, and be a little better. And I'm probably never going to be a skinny guy. I'm never going to be 200 pounds again, probably. Wouldn't mind being 400 again. I stood on my scale for the first time since Mom died recently, and it was disconcerting. I didn't like the number I saw. It's still 40 pounds away from my largest that I ever was, but at the same time, 40 pounds is not that far away. I won't say that number because it's an embarrassing number, but just know that you guys are making a difference in my life. Hopefully I'm making one of yours, even if it's just putting you in a better mood and allowing you to spend your day with a chuckle or a laugh. I've heard friends in my World of Warcraft guild and in real life quoting me and making Francis jokes and speaking the way Francis does. Sorry, my chair, my poor chair, you can imagine, is falling apart. But quoting Francis and quoting catchphrases and that kind of thing. Well, why don't you make T-shirts? Well, I don't see anybody really want a T-shirt that says, "I'm Francis and I'm pissed." I mean, I don't know that would sell. Where would you even do that kind of thing? Who knows, though? But 23,000 people have clicked the subscribe button. How many of you will stick around and continue to watch the videos and find me funny and laugh? I don't know. But thank you for coming. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for making it to the end. Today's catchphrase would be bottle cap. I don't know how you're going to fit that into a sentence, but I'm curious to see how you do. So if you made it to the end of this video, try to fit bottle cap in your comment. That way I'll know you made it. I know you're one of the few who actually like to sit down and listen. And thanks again for watching. YouTube is a scary place. I'm not going to lie. You know, what I see what you see when you're looking at me is a man, is a person. You're seeing my life. You see the bed I sleep in every night. You see the poster, I masturbate you, or whatever. You see the new poster I got from the magic shop that I judge at, or you see the 2007 playmat I got for top 8ing at States. You see the Leia poster that one of my old friends once gave me. You know, this is me. This is my world. This is my life. And all I get to see is this tiny little camera, you know. And it's scary. You know, that and the comments, the messages and the mails, and it's so impersonal, man. I wish we were sitting down and having this conversation in person. For some of you, lucky few, maybe one day we will. But it means the world that you do what you do. But watching, just sticking around, making it to the end of these videos, boy, that's the best thing in the world. Google even shows me hot spots in a video where you lose people and where you catch them, the spots where they rewatch the video a second or a third time, and it shows where it loops and it rises. And I study that. I think about it. I'm like, when I was talking about this, people went away. And when I talked about this, people replayed the video to hear it a second or third or fourth time. And really, really is fascinating. It's an amazing experience, and I'm really glad you participated in it with me.